Hi everyone, my name's Anthony Cummins and welcome to this Ninja Skills. We're going to be working from Ninja Skills by Watkins, and today we're on our final one. We're on the final one, which is lesson 447 on page 190. So we're on that page, and the lesson is detaching from life and death. Right guys, to round this series off, we're talking about detaching from life and death, which is very difficult to do. This of course has its roots in Buddhism and the idea of samsara and the idea of the cycle of birth and death. You come, you go, you come, you go, you build up karma, you delete karma, you get through, and the idea is eventually to leave the idea of life and death behind and depart and then become enlightened. So the point being is that a ninja is always in a position where he's in fear, really. A ninja's life is kept with fear, and we did that in the last video, because at the end of the day you've got to deal with the enemy and you've got to do it alone. You don't have the comfort of being with an entire army. You're beyond the army, you're often on the other side of the line in enemy territory, so you're in fear. So a lot of the time you've got to look to Buddhism, Christianity, whatever it is. The idea is you have to have a religious view that takes you beyond that. This is my one life, there is no life after death. If I die, that's it, you know, I'm gone. Part of the idea of the ninja is understanding the idea of Buddhism and that you will come back again. Now this is fundamental to Japanese ways, but the point I'm trying to make is that the ninja existed inside a state of fear a lot, so they had to have a lot of ways to handle fear. Same as Japanese swordsmen, there's a lot of this talked about in Japanese swordsmanship, and it starts to go in the esoteric. What you've got to be careful here is it's okay to get into the esoteric with ninjas, with samurai and everything, but you've got to start from the basics. You've got to start from the, you know, the practical, or start from the esoteric and build with a practical idea. There's nothing worse than starting at the esoteric, going to the esoteric and ending up at the esoteric. You get a lot of people out there who deal with a lot of that, but there's no structure there. So make sure you get your practical training in, you get your philosophical training, and then you get your religious, you know, afterlife spiritual training in. So you've got to be, you know, you've got mental training, you've got this idea of being able to physically do it, being fit enough to get over the mountain, but then at the same time not mind so much if you get killed, because you believe you will come back. Of course that's quite ridiculous for today's age. We are not doing that, but the point is that you've got to study the idea of that of mortality, and that you will die and possibly die on this mission. Even if you don't believe in an afterlife, are you doing it for the better of people, or are you doing it for cash? Because I'm doing this for cash. Is the cash risk worth the risk I'm taking because my life is going to end? Or if I'm doing it for loyalty, is it worth it? Do I really believe in this Lord? Do I believe in the idea of the wheel of samsara? Do I believe in karma? You've got all this to think about and come to the solution on your own. Now the Ninja Manual say you've got to detach yourself from life and death, i.e. I'm alive, I've got to stay alive, or I'm going to die, or I don't want to die, you know, or like, oh fuck it, I'll just kill myself, you know. You've got to really detach from that argument, no matter which side of it you're on. Put it to one side and focus and get in there and deal with things in a practical way, basically. But obviously you've come to that arrival through understanding, you know, deeper Buddhist concepts and all of these types of things. Now, my name's Anthony Cummins. This is the end of the series. This is it. This is the end. And that was Ninja Skills by Watkins. That's 15 videos, 15 different lessons. There are actually about 150 lessons in this book. In fact, yeah, there are 150. So in this series, you've had 10% of the book. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously, please do get yourself a copy. Go back, go through it, have a read, go back through this series and see where you get to. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we will be doing different videos in the future.